Hey guys, how you doing? Today is July 7th, Friday. I I always trace back on those stocks that I sold. Like one of them is Facebook, that is Meta today, right? Another one is Shopify. We have not a small loss on Shopify before, right? Then I dump all the Shopify. And in between, the performance of Shopify is really very bad. Shopify is an e-commerce company, help you to build your e-shop or your business on their website. They can do anything for you, like for the payment, like for logistics, like for delivery, and then maybe also stock your goods, right? All you need to do is operate, right? Maybe they can also provide some of the company for you to buy the merchandise, and then you just have the advertisement on Shopify, and then you get the customer, and then you get everything on Shopify. And then for every in between, then they draw the commission from you, right? So that's Shopify. Shopify is not a US company, it's Canada company, and then it goes to it been a little bit famous, emerging in Canada, and then go to US, and then become well known globally. But then during the tech in 2021, and then the share price goes up very sharply, and then tumble down, and then it's now, right? So we have a trace on Shopify, right, on how it goes, and we discovered that the stock price of Shopify been rised very sharply in recent 1 to 2 months. So after the analyze, I think that we still need to observe, but we've been praised the Shopify before. Shopify is not bad. The idea of Shopify is very good for e-commerce. That's I help you to do the e-commerce. If you remember well, many years before, it's nearly not possible for you to build an e-shop by yourself. You have to pay a lot of money and then to some interneter, and then for them to build Magneto, something like that, for you to build an e-shop. But now, just buy one cake, right? Few cakes, then you can have your e-shop on Shopify. But this kind of concept is a little bit risky now, right? Because 6 or 7 years before, it's still fine, right? But now you have Amazon, and Amazon have nearly everything like Shopify. Everything. Everything. Is everything. That means you can have the payment on Amazon. You can have the advertisement for the customer. You can have the shops, right, for getting the merchandise. You have everything, delivery. You have the inventory stock for your inventory, everything. Same as Shopify, but Amazon is much bigger than Shopify. So this is one of the things that we have to think of, right? That means even Shopify been as good as before, but now the rifle is different, right? So we will take a look on that, right? So then we know that yesterday, right? U.S. stock market been tumbled. For Dow Jones, been at most tumbled more than 500 points, and then for Nasdaq been tumbled nearly 200 points at most, right? So Falcon portfolio been, but not much change to Falcon portfolio, just 1%. We are still keeping 77%, right? So for any of you have any stock that you want me to analyze, you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can directly email to me by usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com. And this is our covering Shopify. We still need to observe, right? So let us go ahead. So for Dow Jones, and it goes a bit better, 366 points. And then Nasdaq much better, only dropped 112 points yesterday after closing. So this is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio. This is the most updated one just few minutes before. You can see that the portfolio performance still 77%. That means only we dropped it 1%. So why it drops, right? Also Asia market drops. It's because ADP have the report, right? We know ADP is for labor hiring, right? Provide the software for you to easy to manage. So we can see that then there is still 49.7 million new jobs, not for agriculture, in US. So that means the economy of US is still strong, right? So they are betting Fed will put up the interest rate more than twice this year. Maybe every time 1/8, something like that. That means the lower half year of 2023 still remaining more than half point for Fed to put up the interest rate, right? So everyone tumble, everything tumble, including the Asia market, including Hong Kong, Japan, Taiwan, right? And also a little bit in India. We must talk about this, right? Stress. So we are wondering why Meta, that means Facebook, the stock price can rise up so quickly. It's because Mark Zuckerberg just made a new app for Instagram. It's called Threads, right? But I didn't download this yet, right? But from the screenshot, right, or from the short video on the YouTube, it is much like the Twitter. The outlook and the function, something like that, is for you to send the tweets, right? And then very quickly, it has 13 million signed up already, just over one night, right? But there is a lot of disputes on that, right? First of all, I read the news. In 2016, there is already another app called Threads already. It still exists. It's by a lady. Another thing is from Elon Musk. We know that Elon Musk now is the CEO of Twitter, right? It's changing of the CEO, but not yet, right? And then he claims everything is Mark Zuckerberg copy from Twitter. If from the screenshot or the short video, then it is. It's more than 90% like Twitter. And then also the engineer is Mark Zuckerberg pay higher, get it from the Twitter. And then Elon Musk is now going to sue Mark Zuckerberg. And of course, Mark Zuckerberg, okay, no this thing, denied it, something like that. So always a trouble guy, right, for Mark Zuckerberg. Then we'll see how it goes, right? Okay, we take a look on Shopify. Taking on the stock price chart, you can see after Shopify dropped it quite tragedy, right? You can see that the highest is 170, and then it dropped it to where? It dropped it to something like 20 something, right? 20 something. That means it lost about 90% of the stock price. And then after it hit the bottom at the end of last year, it just rise up more than double. You can see that the lowest is 20 something and now is 61. That means it rises for more than a double already. Why? But take a look, there is still no PE, right? Don't buy at this moment. So Shopify in between get more big customers. You can see that, right? For Tim Hortons, Global, Daily Harvest, Ted Bakers, something like that. They are for apparels, if my memory serves me well, right? So in between, Shopify have some progress, but this is not our main concern. And then this chart explained what I said before. Shopify now do everything for you, right? Payment, no problem. Global payment, also no problem. You can have the App Store, shipping, no problem. Tax, handle for you, right? So in between have the market, merchandise, and then help you to do the advertisement, no problem. How to manage the goods, the POS has the program, right? And then audience, everything. Okay, you can have your own email, have your own inbox, outbox, no problem. Shopify provided for you, right? Starters plan, Shopify plan, advanced plan, right? Commerce, everything they can do for you. You only need to sit in front of the computer, then you operate, then that's it, right? And then when you get the money and pay the monthly fee, and then they will draw the commission from you every time of the merchandise, right? So simple. But the main thing is you can see that the main rival now is Amazon and the others, because now in US it's not only Shopify, right? Some other big names, and the biggest one is Amazon. So she get rivals already strong enough. If we take a look on the financial report, then you can see that the revenue of Shopify, you can see that in the first quarter of this year, right? This is in million US dollar, 1.5 million US dollar revenue, right? 1 year before is 1.2. Revenue is solid. That means the money come in, right? And you can see that the net income is comprehensive income, right? Is 70,000, right? 77 million US dollar. So quite small. But if you compare to 1 year before, it's a loss, 1.4 billion US dollar, right? So it's a big progress on that, right? Of course, it's not satisfied because you can see that the revenue is 1.5 billion and the profit is just 77 million US dollar, quite small, but compared to 1 year before, it's a big progress. And then if we take a look on the balance sheet, right, you can see the cash still okay, right? 1.7 billion US dollar. And then marketable security, 3.1 billion US dollar. And then the total current asset, 5.9, compared to similar as 1 year before. And then the long term is the property, the right to use, the lease, something like that, intangible, nothing very important, right? So for the liability is the account payable, and then the lease liability. The current liability is very small, right? You can see that 883 billion US dollar only, compared to 5.9 billion on the asset, so it's no problem. But for the long term, a little bit more, right? A little bit more for the long term is 1.6 billion US dollar, right? But no matter what, then the finance of Shopify is okay. So we take a look on the cash flow from the operating activity, right? 0.1 billion US dollar, 0.1 billion US dollar compared to a loss 1 year before. Seems everything is okay, but take a look on this. Cash flow, not good. You can see that for the operating cash flow at the end of last year, still a loss, right? Still a loss, still a negative. And then why has this big progress? Is because Shopify just sold its logistic business to Flexport, including most of its SFN assets and deliver. That means all the Shopify sold to Flexport. And then if you subscribe to Shopify, then they will ask you to use Flexport. And then Shopify receive a 30% equity interest in Flexport. So make sure you know that you cut the logistic department. You cut the department and then get the stake, and then you will get a good income. But the point is, if you lost the logistic department or you sold it out, like Alibaba or like a lot of Amazon, you know that the logistic department is sold of this kind of business. If the logistics department is not doing good, then everything is rubbish, right? So Amazon is 1 day deliver, 2 day deliver, something like that, right? But it consumes a lot of money for the logistics. Well, you know that you have to use the robot, or you have to use the boy to ride on a bike and then for deliver, right? So she showed the logistics department, then it reduced the burden, like Meta, right? It cut a lot of people, lay off a lot of people, so the net income rise up. But how about later, right? So especially for Shopify, if you do not have your own delivery department, then the service will be much affected. But Amazon still have her own delivery department. So this is the thing that we need to observe. Maybe the service become rubbish. So a lot of campaign that, okay, you sell your logistics department. How do you maintain the quality of service? Of course, Shopify said that she make this decision is because the logistic infrastructure is necessary to support e-commerce, but not the core activity for Shopify. I don't think so. I think it's a core, right? No matter how your business, how good it is, if not delivered to the customer, it's a rubbish. No use, right? So we still have to see for 1 or 2 more seasons if the customer will satisfy. And also, we have to think about why Amazon invests a lot of money in the robot delivery. Because if the delivery is not good, then everything is no need to talk, right? Everything you put on the e-commerce in front of the computer, everything is very smooth. But if for the delivery not good, then everything is a rubbish, because the customer just want the merchandise, right? So we still have to take a look on that, right? So I suggest that you take a look on 1 more season first, right? Don't invest your money now, although it really rise up a lot from 20 something to 60 already, right? So take a look on that, right? Still there is what? Still there is no PE, right? So much careful on that, right? So guys, thanks for watching, and then please give us a like, comment, and share to your friends. And then please help to press the subscribe button and then press the bell icon. So whenever there is new video uploaded, then you will get notified from YouTube. And today is Friday, another peaceful weekend. So I'll see everyone on next Friday. Bye bye.